Welcome back again. So, in previous lecture, part 4 numerical based example on 1, we can solve the general numerical base on generator matrix. We can take another example which is basic on parity check matrix, and we find out the generator matrix from the given parity check matrix, and list of all the code word vectors which is to be given, and also find the what is minimum distance between the two code vector or pair of any code word vector, and also find out how many errors can be detected and corrected by this linear block code. So what are to be given? So here in this example, parity check matrix is given, of dimension is 7 by 4. The linear block code is given here. So step 1, to obtain the parity matrix. So step 1, we can go to the solution. Step 1, to obtain transpose of parity matrix. Okay. So P of T is a transpose of your coefficient matrix or parity matrix of the coefficient matrix. Okay. And the parity matrix that is given by parity check matrix which is denoted by capital letter H, having dimension is n minus k into n matrix of order n minus k into n, and it is given that the code dimension, that is 7, 4, it is a Hamming code, which is a best example of linear block code, Hamming code. So length of the code vector is 7, and length of the message vector, that is k is equal to 4. Hence parity check matrix of order, that is H, will be dimension of order 3 by 7 matrix. So we know that parity check matrix is equal to transpose of your parity matrix or coefficient of the transpose of the parity matrix into identity matrix of order n minus k. Now where P of T is n minus k by k matrix, and identity matrix of order is n minus k into n minus k matrix. Okay, so this is an actual dimension. Now from the given parity check matrix in equation, so we can find out 1 1 1 0, sorry, here is 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is your transpose of the parity matrix, that is P of T, and this is your identity matrix of order n minus k. So parity, transpose of parity matrix order is 3 by 4, and your identity matrix of order 3 by 3. So from this equation, from this given matrix, we can find out the transpose of the parity matrix or coefficient matrix. So we can get transpose of parity matrix of order 3 by 4 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. So this is a parity matrix. Now step 2, to obtain parity matrix only or parity coefficient matrix, to obtain coefficient of matrix or parity matrix from P of T. So we know that we take a reverse, we can convert rows into column and column into rows, so we can get the parity matrix. So simply we just here we can take column converted into rows, we can get your obtain the coefficient of the parity matrix. So we get the parity matrix simply from the given equation. Now step 3, to find out the generator matrix. Okay, so we can add identity matrix to get generator matrix. But we know that the identity matrix of order k by k, here k is equal to 4, and the generator matrix, which is given by capital G, is equal to combination of identity matrix into parity matrix. So parity matrix already we find out, where Ik is equal to is a 4 by 4 matrix, that is nothing but the identity matrix. Here length of the massive vector is equal to 4, so we can get generator matrix is equal to, so we can write down the generator matrix of combination of identity matrix followed by the parity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. This is your identity matrix of order 4 by 4, and your parity matrix 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 of order p is equal to 4 by 3. So this is a complete generator matrix. Now to obtain step 4, to obtain all possible code vectors for the given, to obtain the parity bits for each message vector. You can find out the parity bits for all message vector. So we know that the equation b is equal to mp, where b is your parity vectors and m is the message vector and p is the parity matrix. So we can write down b0, b1, b2 and message vector of order 1 by k, that is m0, m1, m2, m3 and parity matrix of order 4 by 3. So we can write parity matrix, hence b0, b1, b2, m0, m1, m2, m3 into parity matrix of order 4 by 3, 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1, then 0 0 0 1 1. After solving by row column multiplication, we get b0, b1 and b2. So m0 modulo operation m1 into m2. We take row column multiplication. The steps are already explained in previous example. So directly we can write the parity bits in terms of the message bits in equation. So we can write down m0 plus m1 plus m3. Similarly for b2, m0 arithmetic modulo operation, m2 arithmetic modulo operation 2, m3. So we can find out the all possible code vectors. How many possible code vectors? In previous example, we know that the message length, the possible code vectors, so that is possible code vectors, all possible code vectors, nothing but 2 raised to k, where k is nothing but the length of the message, that is 4. There are the 16 possible combinations. So we can write down for example, if we take m0, m1, m2, m3, that is a combination of 0 1 0 1, then after putting this value in these equations we get the message bit. So B0 is equal to 0 1 modulo 0, we get 1. Similarly for parity bits B1, 0 modulo 1 modulo 1, we get 0. B2, 0 modulo 0 modulo 1, we get 1. So parity bits, hence parity bits B0, B1, B2, 1 0 1, hence the complete code word is combination of message bit followed by your parity bits. So your message bit 0 1 0 0 1 0 and parity bits 1 0 1. This is a complete code vector, and here first are the message bit and second one followed by the parity bits. So we can find out in this way all possible combination, that is 16. So we can write down in tabular format. So in tabular format we can see here, this is a serial number, we can write down, then message vector which is 16 combination, that is n, then parity bits, that is b, and code word and weight of a code word. Okay, the weight of the code word. So first we write down the serial numbers, which is 16 possible. We can write down 16 rows, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 up to 12, here 14 15 and 16, 13 we will write down here. Okay, and the message vector m0 m1 m2 m3, parity bits p0 p1, and complete code vector is a combination of your m0 m1 m2 m3 b0 b1 b2 bits and the code vector weights. So what is in the weight of the code vector? Is the non-zero elements. So first message bit, that is 0 0 0, and the outcome parity bits, by using this message bit, putting this value in equation, we get 0 0. So first code word is 0 0 0 and parity bits 0 0 and it is 0. Similarly we can find out the parity bits for 0 message bit, the combination, the parity bits for given message bit, this pattern is to become out 0 1 1, and the complete message bit code vector is message bit followed by this parity bits. So 0 0 0 1 0 1 1, and its weight is 3. And similarly we can find out the all possible vectors. So we can write down first the all possible message combinations. So 0 0 1 0, again 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 double 1. Then all possible vectors. Zero, 1, 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 double triple 1. And similarly we can find out the all possible code vectors for 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 0 1 1 1 triple 1 0 1 4 times 1. So this is to become 1. And the possible parity bits combination after solving by these equations, we get which is to become out. By similarly we can solve for the few of the examples. So we can get the parity bits 1 0 1 double 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 then 0 0 1. These are the parity bits. And one 1 0 for this 0 1 0 1 combination, the parity bits 0 double 1 here is combination 1 0 1. And similarly for this, after solving, we get in tabular format zero 1 1. And for this triple ones of message bit 0 0. For this combination message bit 1 1 0, the parity bits 001, and for this message bits the possible combination is to be come out 0 0 1, sorry 1 0 1 0, then 1 0 0 and triple ones. We all this write down simply here, so we get complete code vector, and the weight is 7. Here weight is 4. Here is weight 4. We can only just write down this combination here, so we can get this is 4, this is 4, and this is also 4, this is 3, this is to become a 4 3 4, and this is to become a 4 again 4 3 and 3. So we can just write down. So how the can find out the weight? So these are the non-zero elements, which is called the weight of the code vector in given code vector. So we can find out if from this table d minimum is nothing but the minimum weight. So d minimum is equal to 3, which is equivalent to the weight of the minimum weight of the code vector, non-zero code vectors. So number of errors to be corrected or detected, number of errors to be detected. In previous lecture we already defined how many errors to be detected. D minimum is equal to s plus 1. So d minimum is equal to 3, greater than or equal to 3, s plus 1. So it is to be find out 2 errors can be detected, 2 errors can be detected, and similarly the number of errors to be corrected, which is also d minimum 2t plus 1. So d minimum is equal to 3 greater than or equal to 2t plus 1. So t is less than or equal to 1. So one error can be corrected by using linear block codes. So this is all equations you can study, and more practices you can solve all numericals. So we can stop here. Thank you.